Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Evening, guys. Welcome back to the show. Thanks so much for joining us again. So today, Candace Owens has creeped out of the woodwork. She's taken a little break, but she creeped out of the woodwork to post a little clip, which we're going to get into. Mm-hmm. She says that Charlie Kirk was betrayed by Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. So we're going to get into those quotes from Candace Owens, and also Kier Starmer's very, very cringe digital ID PR campaign. He's been on the campaign. He's been on the PR campaign.
The campaign pony train.
The campaign pony train today, talking about the digital ID and why it will be a benefit to us all, which we all know is a load of horseshit, of course, but we'll get into what Kier Starmer has said as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good show.
100%. So as always, guys, make sure you like the show, share it out. Give us a follow on X and YouTube. It does mean a lot to us. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does support the show, so we appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll get straight into this, guys, for you. Yeah, so we'll bring you Candace Owens first. Mm-hmm. So this dropped this morning, I think it was. People were talking about this today. So
yeah, I couldn't find.
I don't even know where she posted this.
I looked on Instagram. I looked on TikTok. Obviously on X. I don't know where she posted it, unless it was maybe on her website and somebody just screen recorded it.
That's probably it.
Because that's the only thing I can think of. I tried to find this clip everywhere. I was like, where is it? I stalked all of her socials and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. And don't you have to be an official member to go on her website and view stuff?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so we'll bring you this little clip from Candace Owens. She has taken a break, but she's made it clear she's going to be back on the 27th, which is Monday.
Yeah.
She left everyone on a bit of a cliff hanger with her latest post. So we're looking forward to her show on Monday to see what she has to say.
For sure.
But we'll talk about this first, and then we'll give you our thoughts about it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Just really needed to just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? They're like, oh, Martin Luther King, what about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me not get they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. So like holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on a nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town. Anyways, I will be back on the 27th, you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6 weeks since Charlie died. And we will see you guys then.
Short update from Candace. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, tease. No, I mean, obviously she needed the time away and probably to also do some other investigating. That's my guess, is she wanted to look into certain things and needed to actually focus. She wanted to take some time off, but we miss her. So I'm really looking forward to what she's going to come out with on the 27th and on.
But what's your thoughts on what she said about MAGA, Trump?
I was going to say that I'm not really surprised because we've kind of been leading up to this. I don't know in what exact way, but everything has felt very like, you know, back to the memorial, what we were talking about with the memorial. Like it looked like more like a political rally / like WWE, whatever. Like Trump even in that time was like talking about like things he was doing and stuff. It's like, wait, hold on. Isn't this about Charlie Kirk? Not about anything else in this time, but you know, every single thing that has been put out by TPUSA, Trump, like anybody politically, they've tied in with Charlie Kirk, but they've kind of always brought it back to like what they're doing, MAGA, or, you know, this is why the left is like no unity, all this stuff, like the division, you know, more than ever now between the left and the right. And I think all of that has been kind of leading up to whatever she's going to drop. Like, I think there's been a lot of Easter eggs, even just unwillingly, like throughout this, because people can see through it. When you're not being honest about whatever it is, like people can see through it. And the truth always comes out. We say this how many times on the show? Like the truth always comes out. So I'm not saying that Trump was the one who killed them or anything. No, it's just
that's not. And like, let's be clear as well. That's not what she's saying.
That's not what she's saying.
And I've seen a few people. I mean, just look at the clip here. Just look at the post from this guy. Candace Owens is now openly claiming that Trump killed Charlie Kirk. I mean, that is literally not what she was saying at all. So, and I've seen a few people like this dude, that Ian Miles Chong fucking weirdo from Malaysia. He's doing the same shit. You know, it's just so dumb because anyone who takes literally a minute and a half to listen to the actual clip knows that that's not what she was saying. No. What she was saying is that Charlie Kirk was effectively betrayed by Trump and the MAGA movement after his death, because it's like, you know, they've done the memorial, they've given him his day, like Candace was saying there, they've given it, you know, there's now a Charlie Kirk day, and then it's all forgotten about. That's what she's saying. She's saying he's been betrayed that way. That's literally what she's saying. By
Kash Patel, who was saying, you know, anyone who's not following the FBI narrative is, you know, basically an anarchist or a conspiracy theorist. What was the other word? But basically just somebody diving into conspiracy theories. But, and all this to say, you know, stop asking questions. Just believe the narrative. Don't believe what you see with your eyes or hear with your ears. Like, just ignore all that and just follow exactly what we say, like a little sheep, and move on. And now they've given the day for Charlie's birthday.
Move on.
On the 14th, they're like, God, are we still talking about this? It's been over a month now. Can we just like move on? Let's talk about what Trump's doing. It's like,
that's it.
You know,
that's it. That is it.
There hasn't even been a formal like hearing for Tyler Robinson. He hasn't even been convicted of the murder. And we don't believe that he's the murderer. And a lot of people don't believe that either, based on so much public evidence and people who actually know something about guns. I leave it to them because there's a lot of people who know a lot about guns and way more than I do. And I trust their judgment. And I can also see with my eyes when they've posted videos of them testing what a 30-06 bullet would do. And there's no way that that's the bullet used. So even just that part of the narrative just shatters their whole, you know, little investigation that they want to wrap up with a little bow. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because no one's buying it. And like, I don't know, the truth is going to come out because it always does.
Yeah. I mean, those are my thoughts. Like I was saying before, I mean, I think the thing with this clip, what really it didn't wind me up, but I just thought it was weird how all of the clips which I've seen people posting of Candace Owens today are the same thing. It's either she's mentally unstable, she's unhinged, she's mentally ill, and you know, all of the clips and posts which I've seen of this clip, they're all saying that Candace Owens is saying that Trump killed Charlie Kirk. It's complete bollocks.
It's not what
it's complete bollocks, and that should tell you all you need to know. That there's a coordinated kind of like agenda, I guess. There's definitely some sort of weird agenda to stop Candace Owens or whoever it is talking about Charlie Kirk and the assassination and questioning the official story of the FBI.
Yeah.
And, you know, she also went over another red line as well when she questioned Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. And if you're on X, that's something which you can just not do, because If
yeah.
you do, you'll get piled on like there's no tomorrow. Because
well, either that or because of the new algorithms,
Yeah.
which everybody is complaining about, your post won't even get seen. Like you won't even you'll just get pushed way down if you question certain things. Like most people I've seen online are complaining about the exact same things, and that's as soon as you go, waver off the line of what you're supposed to say on X now. It's really strange.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. So social media is like a psyop as well. It's not us who's in charge of our own feeds. It's somebody else. It's Elon Musk who's at the top of the tree at X. He's the one who's in charge of everything we see.
It's true.
And he can control everything. He can control everything. What we all see. I mean, he's a bit of a shill, Musk, in my opinion. I mean, he's done some good stuff with SpaceX, blah blah blah. But when it comes to X, I think there's a bit of a blind spot with people because, I mean, even when he bought X, a few years ago now, when he employed, was it Linda Yaccarino, who was the CEO or the COO of X at the time? She's not anymore, but she put a quote out when she was announced or something, and the quote was, "Freedom of speech, not freedom of reach." So we technically all have freedom of speech on X, but you might not get seen. And that's the point, and it feels like, there's certain things what people are trying to highlight, people are trying to talk about, and they're being suppressed. And it's not a surprise to me.
No,
it's not a surprise. And this stuff falls into that for me. And you've also got all of these weird fucking influencers who are just jumping on this, trying to take people out of context like they always do, and claim that someone says something which they didn't, and expect everybody to believe it, because as we know, guys, nobody actually listens to or has any patience these days to even listen to a clip for 1 minute and 28 seconds to form an opinion. It's literally, here's the headline and I'll believe it. There's no context, there's nothing. And it's frustrating to see, but it's not new, of course. We're all used to this now, but it's just frustrating to see, because I wish people were just more patient and in I don't even know the word, but just more patient, I guess. I just wish people
had a longer attention span.
I just wish people took more time to do a bit of research and actually watch these clips, because there's some big time influencers trying to twist these words into something that it's not. And I just think it's really cringe and weird. Honestly.
Yeah. And then that ends up manipulating you and your opinions and your idea of what this person's all about, without even actually going and looking for yourself, because you see the headlines on other people and you're like, oh God, like that person says this stuff. Yeah, I don't like that. But it's not like really people's fault, because you're just scrolling and seeing the headlines. But if you actually go watch like a couple of like full videos, you're like, oh, okay, so that was taken out of context. This is what they really meant. But that's the game of social media, is you're just taken out of context. And that's what people are seeing, is everybody taken out of context, and you form an opinion that way instead of actually just doing the research yourself.
For sure.
So yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, but anyway, let's go into the next tab, because Viva Frey, I'm sure you're all aware of this dude. Does some great work, actually, Viva Frey. So he's
Canadian, but living in America.
Canadian. He's got a good show. But yeah, he put a little post out today. So we'll read you some of this, because it kind of relates to what we're saying. So I just made sure that I could confirm Candace Owens and I are in touch via DM. Despite any disagreements we might have on substantive issues, I actually get along with Candace. She was indeed being tongue-in-cheek with the post. I think the post he's referring to was the one she dropped a few days ago.
Yeah, the gag order.
Yeah, the gag order. And of course she was being tongue-in-cheek. She's being tongue-in-cheek on the clip we just showed you as well. Right? It's obvious. This is social media, guys. This is YouTube. This is Rumble. This is X. Sometimes you have to be a bit tongue-in-cheek and say things which, are kind of ramped up a little bit. That's that's the name of the game. I have long said that the problem with Twitter is that posts that are intended to be sarcastic / tongue-in-cheek are often interpreted as literal. Yeah, that's what I just said. Either way, keep an open mind, but not so open that your brain literally falls out. Rachel Maddow, literally, not literally, literally. So so a nice little post there, I guess, defending Candace Owens for a change.
Maybe we should bring up the.
Just
in case people haven't seen it.
Yeah, so this was the post he's referring to. So don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to burn the house down. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. So that's what he's referring to in the post there.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on what he said?
Well, I like it because I think that a lot of people have gone just immediately to attack anybody who's questioning these narratives, or you're writing somebody off because they're quote unquote far right, which Candace isn't far right, but to some, they just assume she is and things like that. So it's actually nice, change of pace to actually see people supporting each other. And like he said, he doesn't agree with everything she says, and like they have difference of opinions on a lot of things. However, she's a nice person. He's a nice person. Like there's some common ground, and there's some things that they end up, when you have a conversation with somebody, you realize, hey, we actually have more in common than we thought. Like, shocking. Oh, you're a human. Okay.
Shocking. You're actually human, and you have, like
you're a decent person.
Exactly.
Okay. We just kind of agree on or disagree on some things, but oh wait, that's what makes us different, because we're different people and we have different thoughts and opinions. But I appreciate posts like this, and especially like in the context of Candace Owens, like we've seen so much more hate recently than any kind of love, to be honest, because of all this that's gone on with Charlie Kirk and how much she's investigating this and talking about it. People don't like that, apparently. They're saying that she's a liar, and all these things that were easily proven otherwise, like saying that she hadn't been on a TPUSA tour in like 10 years, but meanwhile she did one last year with Charlie. She just didn't go to AmFest, that they don't talk at all. And then she posts like DMs that they have, like text exchange, actually not even DMs, but their own phone numbers, so text messages where they still speak, and it's just like all these things that could be easily proven otherwise, but people have been trying so hard since his death to prove that they were not friends and that they weren't speaking. She even said that she was going to possibly go back on tour with him. People were saying that she was lying about that. And then came out that text message where he said he was abandoning Israel, the pro-Israel cause. And in that message thread, he also said how he's thinking about inviting Candace. So he'd already had clearly a conversation with Candace saying like to come back and do that with him. So all these things trying to smear her character. It's weird. I think it's because she's getting close to things, I think, in the investigation that people don't like. So yeah, I think it's nice when people are actually posting that they support her, and yeah, that there's differences, but who cares? You're also two people, and you can have two different sorts of opinions and still find common ground.
For sure. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better. There's nothing more to add. I guess we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
She is back on the 27th doing her show. So
cannot wait.
So we'll bring you the reaction from the show on Monday, because we'll probably do a show.
We'll definitely be talking about that Monday.
We'll probably do a show right after her show. So
timing wise, we would.
So we'll bring you whatever she's saying and our reactions to that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, let's move on. So we're gonna go into digital ID again.
Kier Starmer.
Kier the wanker Starmer. Can't stand this guy. But yeah, so he's been on the PR campaign trail today, and he posted this little PR clip, and there's also a post which we'll bring you as well. So this is what Kier Starmer had to say. So digital ID has the potential to transform our day-to-day lives. I mean, he's technically not wrong about that, because it would transform our lives, mate. It would. It would transform our lives into a fucking joke, is what it would do.
Nightmare.
Into a fucking nightmare.
He thinks he's saying it like it has the potential to change our day-to-day lives. No, it has the potential to be tracked and surveillance with every single thing that we do digitally, including access to our money. But yeah, let's pretend like that's a great thing. Who doesn't want to be watched by the government 24/7, even for the mundane things that we do on our phone? It's just crazy.
It's wild. But anyway, let's play this.
So I'm in Brighton today. This is Barclays Bank, and I've been talking to customers about digital ID, and they're really enthusiastic. It'll have your basic information on it. For everything other than proving you've got a right to work, it won't be mandatory. You don't have to have it, but you can have it. You can use it for anything that requires identification, and there are lots of things. If you want to rent, for example, if you want to apply for a mortgage, if you want to get your child into primary school, there's a catchment area, and you've got to show where you live, proving who you are, what your date of birth is, will just be able to be done with digital ID. They're really up for it, and I think once you understand just how much easier it'll make life, so many more people will be too. So I'm in Brighton.
Fuck off, Starmer. Right, can you just go back onto it and make it bigger for a second? That's what she said. But
longer than a second. Anyway.
But yeah, if like you go back just like a little bit and press play from here.
It won't be mandatory.
Go back a bit more. Right, play it from here.
For everything other than proving you've got a right to work, it won't be mandatory. You don't have to.
For anything other than having the right to work, it won't be mandatory. That's what he just said.
Yeah, true. What?
Everybody needs to fucking work.
Hold on.
You've got a right to work. It won't, other than information on it. For everything other than proving you've got a right to work, it won't be mandatory.
Like,
how is he trying to convince us all that this is a good idea by saying that?
But also, that doesn't even make sense.
So, other than having the right to work, it won't be mandatory. Everybody needs to work. So it is,
or they're just referring to children having this.
No, so what he's saying is he's trying to get these absolute simps who he sat with at the bank here. Look at this guy.
I know.
Honestly, in fact, you look at his face, he's not buying it for a second. Look at him.
I know. He
is not buying this digital ID. I mean,
I'm just wondering how much they paid these poor people to be in this advert.
Yeah, but it's like he literally expects the country to just believe him, right? He literally expects the country's, oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I didn't know it wasn't compulsory to get one. I'll definitely sign up, because it makes it easier for me to read my fucking gas bill every month. That's definitely a great reason to get one, Kier.
Oh, it makes it easier to get a job? No, it doesn't, because you already have a government ID. You already have a birth certificate, a passport, a driver's license. You have your in the UK, they call it the national insurance number, which is basically a SIN number, an SSN number. So there's already all this proof to show that you're allowed to work. Why do we need a digital ID? What is the difference? It's just another ID, right? So if I've already got a pile of IDs between all of what I said, even credit cards, your bank, all of this stuff, why do you need a digital ID? Why is that so much easier than all the other things that I've already got?
We'll have you notice first it was, it's to fight the immigration. Then it's because you need to get a job. Now it's to make it easy to get a bank account, and it's easier to get in the catchment area for schools. So they're targeting families as well. They're trying to put a little bit of pressure on them by saying, okay, well, if they don't go ahead with this digital ID, maybe your kids can't go to the school you want them to go to. So, yeah, so they're trying to worm their way into every single little thing in our lives.
Honestly,
that's what they're trying to
go back to our last show before this video even came out. We already said it. We said that they're going to get you at the schools. They're going to get you for if you want to put your kid in childcare, any place to work. We even said, like, at one point, I think that, they'd be giving it to babies right at birth. Like,
They are.
I mean, what a perfect opportunity.
They will.
You've just had your baby at the hospital. Here's the ID for it. Like, here's the birth certificate and the digital ID.
I mean,
You're ready and set to go.
I mean, what's the picture going to be? Like a freshly born baby with like.
Yeah,
blood?
they changed so much as well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that could be, I guess, satire, but at the same time, you could draw blood and have like your blood DNA linked to your digital ID. I don't know. I don't know if fingerprints change over time. Do babies have fingerprints? Like,
do babies have fingerprints? Yeah, they do.
They would.
Right.
I don't know. I never investigated my own babies, but I don't know.
Do babies have fingerprints?
Like a footprint? I don't know.
Good
well,
question.
they have.
Well, I think they do.
Anyway, yeah,
of course
they should.
Of course they
do. But the point is that I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do that right from birth. That's the point. Obviously, the details, you'd have to figure that out. But the point is that they're trying to get you any way that you can. We've already said, to access your money, to be able to work, to be able to rent or buy if you can afford to buy, to get groceries. We also brought up the carbon score now. So they want to see your carbon footprints and your allowance, going to school, daycare, all these things, anything that you want to do. If you want to book a flight, if you want to rent an Airbnb or a hotel, like anything that you do, they will be tracking it. And then also your social media, of course, and then your internet, and the list goes on. They want to track every single thing.
Basically, every single thing. That's
every single thing.
That's all we have to say about it. It's every single thing they're going to be controlling. But anyway, let's move on to the next post because there's a little add-on to this. So, Kier Starmer. It's frustrating having to rummage around in a drawer looking for an old electricity bill just to open a new bank account. Digital ID will make our lives easier.
First of all,
look at the pictures. Let's look at the pictures here. If you click on the post and just it's so dumb. Like the PR.
This poor kid, he's probably regretting his life choices right now.
That kid's going to be a meme forever.
Oh yeah.
It's just so cringe.
I know.
Like, do you know what I hate with like this sort of stuff? When they try and do these PR stunts and campaigns and it looks so obvious that it's forced. Mm-hmm. Like with all the fake smiles, the fake laughing, trying to look interested.
I know. Why are you standing in like this, like what is this, like a team building thing? Like you're just stood in a circle.
And that looks like a UFO above him there.
Actually kind of does. It's Barclays.
Abduct him and send him to
true
and send him out the fucking universe, man.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Abduct him now.
Yeah. But here's another thing, guys. How many of you can access your electricity bill online?
Yeah, and how many people have apps? Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a weird thing with technology. I don't even get mail of my electricity bill, hydro bill, or water bill, phone bill, any bills we get. Guess what? I get a PDF version. So when I need to go and prove my address anywhere, and I also actually have our tenant agreement for our lease right on my phone. So if I need to prove it anywhere, guess what? I have access there. I'm not rummaging through any drawers. This isn't 1990. This is 2025.
But that's what he's trying to look.
Of course, he's trying to make it seem like everybody's lives will be so much easier. And yes, okay, maybe some older people still get.
I think that's who he's targeting.
Mail.
I think that's who he's targeting when he's saying these things. When he's saying it's frustrating to rummage around in a drawer looking for an old electricity bill. To me, that's targeted at someone who's a bit older. It's not targeted at a young person.
Yeah.
It's like you've said, every young person has all this stuff already on their phone. They'll have their gas and electricity provider as an app on their phone. They'll have the tenancy agreement on their phone. They'll have their pay stubs or where they get their wages. It's usually sent to your email. They'll have all of that there. So they'll have the driver's license on their phone. It's like, why? Like, it's just insane how he expects everybody to get on board with this when we all have the ability to do all of this now without the digital ID. You know, like, how are people even going to go along with this? I don't understand what he expects to achieve by this PR move.
I know.
You know, because clearly, like just go on to the comments. I would be amazed if someone agrees with him. Yeah, just like scroll down. Just have a quick skim just to see if there's any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no supportive ones so far. Yeah, we love the C word in the UK for sure. We love that.
Look at that little like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bills are already digital there. What we just said.
I know.
Well, we already have our bills sent to our emails and our apps already. This is not new. It's been going on for absolutely years. But this is the thing. He's yeah.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
I mean, it's scary but true. You know.
Oh what?
Analysis of cunt mentions in recent replies on X. So Kier Starmer, ratio per million followers, 49. So almost half of his followers are calling him.
Ratio per million followers.
Right.
He has 2 million. Yeah. I don't know. That's pretty funny. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
I know.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. We'll bring you some more news about the digital ID because obviously there's loads more coming out about this. We'll keep an eye on it. You know, we've been talking about this a lot on the show the last few weeks.
But
and,
it's important.
It is important, but it's also really concerning because, you know, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
No one should.
I've got
That's the point.
Family there still. You know, I'm from the UK, of course, and it just makes me feel sick what's going on there. I mean, I thought this country was bad. I thought Trudeau was bad, you know, but Kier Starmer has somehow managed to raise the bar from Justin Trudeau. Somehow.
Lowered the bar.
Yeah, but he's raised the bar. He's raised the moron bar to a scale I've never even seen before.
It's true. Trudeau looks mild compared to what Kier Starmer is doing.
Which is insane because if you know anything about Trudeau, guys, the stuff he was doing to this country was completely off the rails. But what Kier Starmer and the Labour government are doing to the UK is worse. It's a lot worse.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And people need, like, this is why it is important to talk about, even if it's not happening in your own country. This is their plan. This is like the globalist plan. This is like their wet dreams of what they would love to have in every single country. So it's important to keep on top of it, and it's important to discuss it, and it's important to fight back on it because, you know, no one should find this acceptable. Again, this isn't political. This is about your own personal freedom and your right to not go along with this. So sorry, my voice. So this is just like a worldwide stance on it. Like, no one should be going along with this. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But yeah, nobody should be going along with this. And this is why we need to keep having this conversation. We need to keep highlighting this, and we need to keep fighting back. And, you know, whatever they're trying to sell, like, we're not buying it. And yeah, like, we'll just keep seeing how it goes. But it's scary times. It's scary times for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, we'll be back on Monday.
Yeah, day off tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow.
I was about to say that.
It's actually my birthday tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to having a day off.
And celebrate.
Yeah, and so we'll be back on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, same time as usual, and we'll bring you all of the news from the weekend. I guess if anything big drops, we might go live sooner. But but if not, then we'll see you on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, make sure you turn on notifications on X and YouTube to see when we're going live, just in case you miss it, because who knows with this algorithm if you're going to see if we're going live or not. So it does really help to turn on the notifications. If you like this video, give it a like, share it out, and follow us and subscribe on YouTube. It does really help support the show, and it's free, and it means a lot to us. So yeah, leave your thoughts and opinions. Of course, we always read the comments and reply, and we'll see everybody Monday, and hope you have a great weekend. I know we will.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah.
Celebrating my favorite person. So yeah.
Starmer.
No, ew. Actually, no. No, you know.
I'm joking.
No.
But anyway, guys, yeah, thanks very much. We'll see you on Monday. Take it easy.
Take it easy.